Hello, hello, hello. Hi, guys. I'm going to give everyone a minute to file in. How is everybody? I am okay. Tired, kind of, but okay. All right, come on, YouTube. There it is. Let me take the sound off. There it is. Okay. Hi. Hello, hello. Hi. Hi, Adrian. Hi, Lady Blindwolf. Hi, Pookie. Hey, Sonia. Hello, everyone. So tomorrow, hello, Gundam. Tomorrow is the beginning of Imbolc. Oh, I have all these cords here. Hold on, here, I'll put them down. That way you can come up if you want. Tomorrow at dusk, actually, is the beginning of Imbolc. And tomorrow night, we will have done our Imbolc ritual by now. And so I know I've been promising to come on and talk about Imbolc, which I do every year. I try to talk, or every Sabbath I try to talk about, and I did not mute. Whoops. Okay, hold on. I'm coming. I'm muting. Do not disturb. Gotcha. Every year, every Sabbath, I try to talk about what the Sabbath coming up means. And I'm quite late since it's tomorrow. It's just been crazy. You know, it's really been crazy. Between my car, those of you who saw Facebook and saw the posts of my baby car, who I love, who, you know, got smashed all to bits, and the shop and everything, it's been a little crazy. Hi, Dana. It's okay. I just came on, honey. I'm only 2 minutes. No big deal. I just wanted to warn you because I know you asked me to let you know when I was going to be on next. So, hi, Alternative Witchy Unicorn. Cute, cute, cute. So I did want to come on because I try to come on every Sabbath, before every Sabbath, to at least let you guys know what the Sabbath is about. Now, that does mean that sometimes I repeat myself from like previous years and stuff, but since we always have new people coming in, and since I never remember really what I did the year before, I always figured I'll give you some of the information that we have, and, you know, obviously we'll talk about new stuff a little bit along the way, and so some of it will be new no matter what, right? So here we are. I'm just noticing that it's over here. And Imbolc is tomorrow. And I don't know about you guys, but I can tell you for sure that I am really looking forward to the energy of Imbolc coming through. It is very much a clearing out. It is the beginning of like spring cleaning and getting ready, preparing for the warmth to come. Even though we can't feel it yet, we know and we believe, part of it is that we believe that things are churning underneath all the snow that we have and the cold. It's been awful cold this year. And so it's like the faith that we have, that we know that the wheel keeps turning and that things will get better. Things will get warmer, that things are happening underneath the snow, even when we can't see it. And it's a great reminder to us, especially, boy, lately it's been really, I don't know, the energy has been really stale. And a lot of people have been losing people still. A lot of people have been giving up. Suicides have been up. I don't know if you've noticed, but even in the public eye, Regina King's son committed suicide, and then the Miss Universe or the Miss America chick just committed suicide. And there's just so much stale energy that Imbolc will, I really feel like this energy really needs to happen to kind of clear out new stuff. You got injured on some ice? Ugh, I'm so ready to get my seeds planted. Oh my gosh, we are so far away from seeds planting, Adrian, but we can bless the seeds. We can, I started to look at what I want my garden to look like this year, and to plan out some of the things that I know I want to be in my garden. And then for me, Ostara, I will order my seeds and get them ready to plant. We really can't plant till much closer to May around here. But you saw bunny tracks in the snow. Yay! I've been very disconnected. Me too. It's been a tough time of year. And I hope that one of the things I wanted to talk about was that a lot of people have been coming to me and saying, I feel stuck. I feel like I'm in a rut. I feel like, my energy for my spiritual habits have been kind of stale and not really where it needs to be. And I want you to know that that's normal. That's normal, first of all, for this time of year. I feel really displaced from the path. Yes. And it's normal for everyone. Even, I have been doing this now makes me super moody. Well, you are not alone. I've been doing this for probably, I don't know, over 20 years now. Hi, Court. And I get to the point where I'm stuck. I'm in a stale place. I need things to be renewed. And that's kind of where I've been for at least a week, probably more than that. So this energy, I cannot wait. Even the ritual, I will tell you, the ritual is not even written yet, which is weird for me. I tried so hard today and I could not focus myself. I could not, at least, I will show you the altar as it is. I'm sure it'll change a little bit before tomorrow, but at least I got some of my altar stuff out and I feel better that the altar stuff is kind of out and about. But really need this cleansing energy. So one of the things that I will tell you is that I'm going to start with a ritual bath tomorrow. Before after I write the ritual, which I'll probably be up tonight, writing some of it for sure. I need to really have an idea of where it's going and how to get it started and begin it. But one of the things I'm going to do is have a really important scrub of spiritual cleanse. So sage and rosemary and condensed milk. If you have powdered milk, putting powdered milk in your bath will honor Imbolc at this time, which Imbolc translates to use milk. So hi, Raven morning. So, start with a ritual cleanse and really put some herbs in there that will cleanse things out for you spiritually and physically. Salt is good for your skin once in a while to cleanse all that you don't need anymore. And then I plan on really saging myself. I put it in a muslin bag. You can put it in like an old pair of pantyhose or pantyhose socks, so that all those herbs don't get stuck down your drain, I put it in something that's breathable, that the water can get to the herbs and the herb essences kind of can get into the bath, essence. That way you get the benefit of it without getting your tub all disgustingly dirty and full of herbs and stuff. That's a good way to do it. And if you don't have a bath and you just have a shower, then take a pair of pantyhose. You can go to the Dollar Tree and buy a new pair of, pantyhose socks and tie it to the top of your shower head. Or tea strainer. Yes, there you go. Tea strainer. Absolutely. So that when that water goes through the herb bag, you receive the benefits from those herbs. Cheesecloth. Exactly. Yes, for sure. Yep, for sure. I really need to cleanse. And it, like I said, this is the beginning of the spring cleaning. So it's a good time to start going through like all your witchy stuff, all your spiritual stuff. I plan on tomorrow after the ritual, probably going through some of my decks. Is there decks that I need to get rid of? Is there, you're welcome for the shower idea. Is there things that don't work for me anymore that I can let go of and move on to someone else? I've been starting to do that with some of my stones. And so decks and that kind of thing is next. I need to start doing that. You can still brew a rinse. Yes, pour it over yourself in the shower. Exactly. Do it in the, yeah, absolutely. Do it in the teapot. Do a rinse that you can just then pour right over yourself. Absolutely. All of that will help for sure. And then if you have either a sage mist, like Pookie makes, we carry it in the shop, a sage mist, or a, hi, dragon, or an actual sage yourself, because we so need a foot soak. That's right. If you have no other options, do a whore bath with herbs. You know, do y'all know what I mean with a whore bath? Hi, Brandon. You changed your name again. It means, you know, have a basin of water and put what you need in there and use a washcloth. It's called a whore bath. Do what you need to do in order to really cleanse that energy. Because it's a really, Imbolc is a good time to start with that. Right? Hi, Michael. So definitely cleansing and purification. All right. So Imbolc translates to ewes milk. It's when the lambs are having their baby ewes, EWE. And so you have them starting to lactate. And so that's where the name comes from, Oimelc. It is pronounced several different ways. There's no wrong way. I will tell you that some people pronounce it Imbolc. I pronounce it Imbolc, and there's a very slight C sound at the end of it for me. Some people pronounce it Imbolg with a G. Some people have it's totally silent. There's no at the end at all, Imol. I've heard it pronounced Oimelc, like Oimelc, Umilc. Then there's Candlemass, right? So Candlemass, Imbolc, yes, it is the second. So for every pagan holiday, we as pagans begin the celebration at dusk the night before, and we celebrate until dusk the night of. And that's how the celebrations have gone for thousands of years. And so the celebrations usually will begin when the sun goes down the night before, because many times that's when the partying started, and it kept going until dusk the night of. So when the sun went down, that kind of began the celebrations. Getting rid of things and cleansing. I was just redoing all my altars. See, perfect. That's the time of year for this, for sure. It definitely is that everybody kind of needs a cleansing. I will tell you too, in case I don't see Miriam here, I don't know, those of you who know Miriam Mayette, her husband died this week. So if you see her, if you are friends with her, I send her a quick message and say, you know, I'm sorry. We've had quite a few. Wanda's husband died last week, I believe, Wanda Goldfarb, and this week was Miriam. So again, there's a lot of that energy is around. And so it is time to do some clearing out. It is time to spiritually cleanse the things that haven't been working for us. It is time to step forward. I really plan on using Imbolc as a stepping forward. Yes, never-ending stream. It does seem so lately, doesn't it, Emmy? I plan on using Imbolc to step forward into something new, to really rededicate. A lot of people use this as a rededication. So my initiates, if you haven't done your self-dedication yet, this is a great time to do a self-dedication, to say, you know what, I dedicate myself to this path. My fiance's uncle died last week. It has been weird. It has been a lot of that energy around. A lot of people have rededicated themselves at this time of year, just because it seems like you know, put away the old and start new. Let's step forward with a new foot forward. Tomorrow starts Lunar New Year. Yes. And tonight, by the way, tonight is the 31st, right? I feel like I've been off. I've been off this week a lot. Yes. Tonight is the 31st. So tonight, in many parts of the United States, not necessarily for us, but for those in the mid states and over, I think starting Chicago. So it is the dark moon. The black moon. It's the second new moon of the month, which makes it a black moon, which is very special, like a blue moon is. A blue moon is the second full moon of the month. Well, this is the second new moon of the month. We on the East Coast here will get ours. We have one in April, I think. I think it's April. But they have one starting tonight. And it's not quite the new moon, although I think I probably still will celebrate. But it's a very, it doesn't happen very often. And so it's something to take part in. And for me, that means that what a perfect time to put away the old. What a perfect time to begin something new. What a perfect time to cleanse ourselves, rededicate ourselves, and look at where we're going in the future. Bless the dark moon in the Midwest. Yes, the black moon. Also remember, yes, there's no exact way to dedicate yourself. Do it your own way. Absolutely. Barry said not to forget to mention your favorite moon is when he moons you. Oh, Barry. See, now I expect a picture of your naked ass, Barry. Hello. You guys are so cute. I love you. So from here, let's talk about what we want to do from here. What does Imbolc mean? Where are we going from here? Because we know that as pagans, we know that underneath the snow, that things are starting to warm, right? We know that that the long winter is kind of in the midst of it, right? This is called midwinter, kind of. We're in the midst of winter. And so 12:46 a.m. Yes, on the East Coast, exactly. But that means that it's not, it'll be February 1st by the time the new moon actually hits us. So it's not the second new moon. It'll only be the 1st of February's new moon. But hi, Jackie. And so as pagans, we know that things are going on underneath the earth, that the trees are starting to get nutrients from way down deep, the roots that are reaching way down deep. We know that Brid's fires are starting to have an effect on the earth, that things will be melting coming up very soon. Very soon, usually within a week or so of Imbolc, we start to see snowdrops here in the East Coast, which is those little white flowers that come up. That's the first thing, just those little white flowers. They're about this big that come up around like trees. Usually it's around our maple trees and stuff. And that tells us to expect new growth, that we know new growth is coming. And how wonderful, because boy, do we need new growth. We need new growth right now. What else? We know, so what else? You guys know what else tomorrow is Groundhog's Day, right? You all have heard of Groundhog's Day. You know what Groundhog's Day is. Groundhog's Day never made sense to me until I heard the story of where Groundhog's Day came from. And it came from Cailleach. In the Celtic tradition, Cailleach is the crone goddess. And she creates the winter. When Cailleach goes into her house for the winter, she makes it so nothing grows. She makes it so, she's not out doing her good deeds, her works of growth and planting. And yes, the second, thank you. Sorry, Pookie. Thank you. Yes, the second, which is the same as Imbolc. And so you got to tell them about the Cailleach? Yes, I love it. Yay. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. I got you, babe. Yes. So when Calliope retires for the winter into her little hut, she has a certain amount of wood. And at in the morning of February 2nd, I never understood how okay, here we go. Ready? You ready? You will never again forget why the groundhog sees his shadow, okay? Because I never remembered it either. But February 2nd, Calliope runs out of wood. She had gathered up as much wood as she could. And so she's ready to go out and get more wood. So you have to understand that on February 2nd, if it's a bright sunny day, Calliope comes out from her hut to gather more wood to determine how long the rest of the winter is going to be. So if it's a bright sunshiny day, Calliope goes out and gathers a shit ton more wood. She gathers as much as she can. She cuts a whole bunch. She can gather a lot. So what does that mean? The sun comes out. It's a nice day, and so she's able to stay out and gather a bunch more wood, and the winter will be longer. If it's a crappy, rainy, snowy, cold, the wind is blowing kind of day, Calliope pokes her little head out, and she just grabs a couple pieces of wood that are right around her hut. And she goes back in her house, and she's like, forget it. Winter is only going to last a little while. So that's when it only lasts another 6 weeks of winter will be it. And she will then run out of wood again and come back out and begin the spring. So if it's a nice sunny day, that's when it'll be a long winter to come still. If it's crappy and she doesn't want to stay out and gather more wood, then she will only venture out a little bit, gather a little bit of wood, and she's coming back in, and winter won't last very long because she'll run out of wood sooner. Okay? Does that make sense? It does. The force which through the green fuse drives the flowered. Oh, yes. Yes. So that is... My daffodils are up 6 inches. Do people really chase down a groundhog? Yes, they actually have... Puxatawny Phil, right, is in Pennsylvania, is actually that's based on a real thing. There's actually a groundhog that lives in this whole thing, and they like pull him out of his little hole. Yes, and they show him, around, and if he's able to see his shadow, then And it never made sense to me until I heard the Calliope story, but with the Calliope story, you go, oh, okay, well, you know what? All right, that kind of makes sense then. I understand it at least. It never made sense to me at all before that, though. So that is the story of Calliope, which goes along with Brigid's Day. Brigid is, this is Saint Brigid. And so this is Saint Brigid's Day, or the goddess Brigid. Which the Catholics took on as a Catholic saint, rather than because people would not stop worshiping the goddess Brigid. They kind of just took her on as a saint. And so there is a cloth. If you put a cloth out the night before, so tonight, this one is for February 1st. If you put a white cloth on your bushes tonight, February 1st, those cloths become what's called Brat Brigid, and not rat pussy. Dana, our lovely Dana, was it last year, 2 years ago now? Thought that's what I said somehow was rat pussy, and that's where, if you ever hear that joke, that's where it comes from, this right here. Brat Brigid is a cloth that was laid out on January 31st, and you collect it on February 1st, and it has then become Brat Brigid, and it is specifically made, has special properties to cure headaches. So you're supposed to put that cloth on your head if you have headaches throughout the year. And the Brat Brigid has soaked in the energy of Brigid's healing. And then you are able to cure your headaches with the Brat Brigid. So if you have white cloths or white washcloths or something, and you lay them out on your bushes tonight. When you wake in the morning, they will become your Brat Brigide for the year. The entire year, you should be able to reuse those cloths for headache cloths. It is the festival of Bridget, St. Bridget, or Brigide's Day, or La Brigide. It is in the Irish, in Ireland, it's the holy day for St. Bridget. The custom is to gather green rushes, so a bunch of beautiful green, and stand with them in hand on the threshold of the door to invite St. Brigide to come in and lodge with them. And that has to do with, you'll see on my altar, when we go over to the altar, I have Brigide's bed. And that was to invite Brigide into your home. You made up a bed near the hearth, the center of the home, to make her comfortable, and you ask her to come into your home. And she brings with her blessings and abundance. And especially if you're looking for fertility, you have special things, you can put special things into the bed to help with fertility, but the fertility and abundance of the entire year, you ask Brigide to bring with her and invite her into your home, which is why you make up the Brigide's bed for her on your altar. Yes, pagans bless candles on February 2nd. Yes, we can do that. That is how the Catholics got away with us having so many candles. We use the candles to invite the warmth and Brigide back in, and they decided to use it to bless their candles. All of their candles for the year are blessed on Candlemass, which is that day. We can use that energy also, definitely, to bless the candles that we're going to use. I tend to bless the seeds, or I don't even do that until Ostara, but I bless the area that I'm going to be doing I've decided at this point where to put my garden, at least, and so I kind of bless that area with that energy for, hi Mel. I'm putting a keep out sign for fertility. No, you don't want to do that. Don't do that, Dana. Because don't forget, again, fertility isn't just about fertility. There's special things that you can do to encourage that kind of fertility if you want it. But you definitely want fertility in your life, because fertility includes all abundance. It includes financial abundance. It includes happiness, the abundance of happiness, joy. You want your life to be fertile in all ways except for maybe one. So don't put a keep out sign for fertility. Just put a keep out sign on your womb. Creative. Yes, creative fertility. Make sure it says no baby fertility. Exactly. That's okay. You can put no baby fertility. But you don't want to put no fertility, because you want good fertility. Creativity other than babies. That's right. We want abundance. We want joy. We want creativity. We want spirituality. We want, all the joys of abundance that we want in our life, just maybe not babies. Yes, there you go. Perfect. So that was, we want everything but the babies. Exactly. That's acceptable. That's okay. Everything but the babies is all right. We understand not the babies. For sure. So that's part of it. You will see snow. There's a big no baby fertility happening in this house. Okay. Yeah, in my house either. Believe me, that's long past. We're not doing that at all. So we use the snow. You should, if you have snow in your area, you should bring a bowl of snow into your home and put it on your altar. That brings in the magic of the spring to come as we watch it melt. We know that the snow and the cold are slowly going to go away. We know that energy underneath the earth, that Brigitte is starting her fires. I can't find it under the snow. I know, right? It's time to prepare the figurative and literal soil for seeds to grow. Yes, I know. A big if, yeah. You can't put baby in the corner. Yes, exactly. You can't prepare the soil if you can't find it. Exactly. And for me, like I said, for me, I usually will the snow water that I bring in and is blessed next to my Brigid's bed, I will save for specific things. I will bless the fertile soil when I am actually able to start my garden, which usually isn't until May something or other. Then you can pour that on your garden at that time to help bless that, because in the East Coast anyway, we can't even see our soil. We can't really prepare it. We can kind of mark out and say, okay, this is where I want my garden. But if you bring that snow in, then soil is plentiful here. What is this snow of which you speak? I'll send you plenty if you would like some. If you have the snow, I bring in a bowl of snow, put it next to your Brigid's bed so that Brigid will bless it with this energy. And then when we're able to prepare our soil, we can pour that blessed snow water onto our soil so that the abundance of Brigid will come to our plants. And yeah, we have a lot of it here. And our gardens, so that's good. I have begun to try to mark out in my head where I think I want my gardens this year. I'm definitely going to try to do gardens this year. Last year, it just kind of got a little away from me and I didn't have time to do a garden, but I definitely want to do at least some garden stuff this year. So what else? Meditation is a huge part of Imbolc. It helps us to realize the blessings that we have coming. And so I think I was going to look and I forgot. I think last year I may have done an Imbolc meditation. And if not, then I might do it this year. Hi, Heather. I'll have to look. If I didn't do the Imbolc meditation that I have marked off, then I'll record it this year. It's a good meditation about the winter and knowing that what's going on underneath the snow and Brigid and that kind of thing. So it's a really good meditation. It's a good time to meditate and clear things out. Again, everything in your life can be cleared out at this time. It's a really good time. I don't know. I just really have felt that stale energy. That stale energy has been weighing me down for weeks. And it's like sludge. Mel talks about sometimes when she got Reiki and it was like pulling sludge out of her knee, I think it was. It feels like that. Yes, it feels like everybody is kind of weighed down with this sludge. And so this time of year is a great time to just purge that out, to get rid of what is hanging out there that isn't needed. And I know I definitely need this. I have really, really been looking forward to Imbolc for that purpose. Like it's very definitely has been weighing me down. And I think for a lot of people have been weighing a lot of people down. And so just today, I've had my books out to work on the ritual all day after we had packing today. But after the packing, I pulled my books out, and I've had my books out for probably 8 hours and haven't written a thing. Like I've marked a couple things in the books. I've pulled through, I can't even count how many books, and said, no, not this. Yes, maybe parts of this. That's how I kind of go through to pick what I want for the ritual. But it's been really tough. And I think part of that is that sludge that everybody has been feeling. It just is really tough to get over right now. So if at all possible, I do, again, let's go back to the beginning. I do recommend doing a ritual cleansing bath, to just cleanse, get rid of the energy that you don't need, that is hanging around, that is weighing us down completely right now. There's a lot of it. I'm not going to read that. There was something particular that I was going to read, and now I have to find it. Yep. There is, I was going to say, is Michael still on? Michael and Brandon, are you guys still on? There is a ritual on here that I am not going to be doing, but I thought I might copy this or take a picture of this ritual for you guys, because it's specifically a dragon ritual. It's uncoiling the dragon. So let me know if you guys are still on. I'll try to remember to do that for you, because that seems like a ready-made one for you. Which tarot cards say Imbolc? Ooh, that's a good question. So what tarot cards say cleansing, say walking away from energy? Immediately what comes to my mind is the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups energy. Oh, Michael, you are here. Remind me to take a picture of, there's an Uncoil the Dragon ritual here that I thought for you guys. The Eight of Cups, to me, very much says we have some energy here that isn't ours, that we need to walk away from, that we need to let go of, that we need to move on from. And it may be perfectly kind energy. It may be perfectly good energy, but it's not mine anymore. And I need to turn around and say, I'm out of here. So that's one of the things for me that Imbolc stands for, is walking away from things that are no longer needed. So Eight of Cups, I would say, for sure, is a good one. Fill those donation bins. Yes. My life kind of feels bogged down in the bog of eternal stench. Yes. Absolutely, for sure. Yes. When I entered my path, I was thrilled to see a major observance at this time of year. When I used to get depressed, I don't get that way anymore. Yes, and like I said, that can be a great, at least symbolic cleansing of, get rid of this crap that you've been hanging on to for the entire winter. And sometimes I think it has to do with shadow work. When we started shadow work, sometimes we get bogged down in the shadow work and we don't ever quite bounce back from it. And then something happens after the holidays, right? We have that post-holiday blues thing happen. And sometimes it's really hard to get out of that. You get into this weird rut of, okay, so that's it. There's no more joy or happiness in the world. And what am I doing here? Oh my God. It seems hopeless. It seems helpless. It seems like nothing's changing. It seems like all the energies are just muddled together. A lot of people feel that way. So definitely this is something. Good, Michael. That's good. When I have time for that, I certainly will. It's just been crazy. So, yes, fill the donation bins. Exactly. Repurpose, reuse, re-giveaway. I always say I'm solar powered. Yes, with the energy of the sun, very short. It's really hard to see. Although I will say, when I woke up this morning, I thought, wow, look, it's 8:30 and I can see the sunlight. So that does mean, don't forget, Yule is the longest night. So we have been gaining a little bit of sunlight every morning since Yule. And I don't think I really noticed it until this morning. I thought, there it is. It's there. And I remember when you didn't see the sun hardly at all. It didn't seem like that long ago that it was dark, dark, dark. It was dark when we, got home from work. It was dark when we left. It's dark, 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 and more dark. So it is getting better. And that's really what we believe. That's why this holiday to me is so important, because it's like the faith of knowing that it's getting better. It is coming. The sun is coming back. It is starting to get better, whether we can really feel it or not. It may still be fucking freezing, but it's coming. Let's get ready for it. Prepare for it. Use this spring cleaning energy. Use this cleansing out, this purge, to be ready for the good stuff that is to come. Because the next holiday after this is Ostara. And Ostara is much more about welcoming in the new energy, about really welcoming in the abundance of the sun that's coming back. Even when I've been going to bed at 5 a.m., seems to be brighter than normal. Yes, this past week, I'm telling you. And, oh, yeah, it's a 222. Yes, 2222 this year. That's right. And isn't that, Mel, isn't that Fee's birthday? I don't know if she's still on, but I think her oldest son, I swear he turns like 20 on the 20th or on the 22nd or something like that. Here comes the sun. Da-na-na-na. The 22nd. There you go. I love the dark of winter, but yeah, even I need the sun after time. I think all of us do. It's that sludge stuff. Just, I've had enough of it. I'm sick of it. All right. Let's, I want to just show you the altar before we end and ask if you guys have questions or anything like that. Let me turn it around. So this is this year's altar. We have the white chalice. This is my Brid representation. Mel made Brid candles, and we get to use one for Imbolc ritual tomorrow. And I love my little wood flame representation for Brid here. I have the carnelian flame, and I have snowflakes all over the altar. Here is my Brid representation that will go into the Brid's bed. The Priapac wand, that symbolizes the fertility. When you lay Brid in there tomorrow night, you cross the Priapac wand, which symbolizes whatever god she chooses to bring into bed with her when she comes into your home, to create the fertility that you want in your house. Again, snowflakes. I also have Scotty and Scotty's oil here. And then I have lanterns and candles. Lots of lanterns and candles. I have the lambs. I have a few lambs on the altar. This is one of the cards that is for Brid, for Imbolc, that I have from an oracle deck that I have. Again, lots of snowflakes. I will have a bowl of snow on here. I have the cauldron, which will have the Imbolc incense in there. And then the god representation, which has snowflake and earth representations in the spheres that are on there. And snowflake. Lots of snow, and then lots of flame. And that will then represent Brid coming back, to the earth. Coming back to give us the energy that we need to make it through. Hi, Kay. How are you, sweetheart? And so, that is it. Anybody have questions about Imbolc? Tomorrow night, the Imbolc ritual will be at 6 o'clock. You are welcome to join us right here on the channel for the Imbolc ritual. I haven't written it yet, so I don't know exactly what will be entailed. It's just been so, I don't know. It's been a lot of sludge lately. But I love you guys so much. Been a while since I've been able to catch a live. I love the new backdrop. Oh, thank you. My tarot tapestry. We sell that at the shop. I think it's, I can't remember. I think it's 22, something like that. If you're interested, let me know. But that's it. I love you guys so much. I feel terrible that I waited until the night before we were going to be celebrating Imbolc to come on and do this video this year. It's just been one of those years, right? So it is good to look forward to clearing the sludge out tomorrow. I cannot wait. I've had enough, for sure. All right, guys. I adore you all so much. I thank you so much for all of your love and support. And we will see you tomorrow night for the ritual. And then from there, I've got so many videos. I swear, I'm hoping once that, I will, Jackie, once that energy gets cleared out, I'm hoping I can really get back on track with my videos. So thank you. I will, Jackie, you will be in it, sweetheart. I will put you in as soon as I'm done clearing. Tonight is the new moon. And so I'll be burning and making my black salt tonight. And then I'll put you in as soon as that lot is done. All right. I love you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow. Hi, Catherine. Love you. You guys have a wonderful night. See you tomorrow.